Welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40K, Space Marine. I'm BurningDogFace, and that is a very loud and angry door. I guess it could either be a giant monster or a gigantic machine. It could be either of those things. Shout out to Elthwar, who says, "Welcome to 40K. Hope you are up for a long fight through Orks, because if an Ork invasion of a Forge world wasn't bad enough, that Exterminatus was brought up. Which means that most of the planet is now made up of Orks." And shout out to Yornik, who says, "Oh yay, another chapter in Imperial Propaganda, Adventures in Xenophobia." Also, Titus is actually called TIT US, which stands obviously for American Breast. Also, Orks do have junk, it's just mushroom-shaped. Of course! This load of somewhat questionable truth has been brought to you by Slanesh. We put the fun in fucking. It doesn't fit, but we do it anyway. And, let me see here. Get the timer going properly. Sorry, it took a moment. Oops, sorry. Did not mean to try to sprint into you, Brother Leandros. Oh! Okay. I have gone down. Oh, I thought that was a hollow stair. It's been a great spot to put a skull. Oh, the door is exploding open. No, it's just lifting after one explosion.
An entire horde!
Antioch, hold the lift. We have Orks inbound.
Oh boy. No, X is not reload in this game, the brain. Get you some! Ready to ran out. Perfectly honest, I'm not actually sure what that means. That seems to be the context it was used in. Jesus, man. Oh, dear. Achievement unlocked. Success is measured in blood. Kill 500 enemies using melee weapons. Right in the face. Oh, that's one difference of the bolter. You don't get headshots of the machine guns in other games. Oh, good. 2 knobs. That's awesome. Let's adjust the thing off to the side. You can have this. hey, guardsmen have come down the lift. Here, I thought for sure we were going in there. I see they broke the stairs on the way out. Wait. No.
Corporal Antioch,
Yes, my lord.
we have word that an Inquisitor is in the Manufactorum.
Yes, Lord Drogon. We have not seen him for several days. Has the Liberation Fleet arrived, my lord?
The fleet is still en route, Corporal. The Ultramarines are here as a vanguard, to cripple the enemy and secure the most valuable assets.
I see.
But the facility and its titans remain secure.
All I can say for certain is that no Ork has breached this gate, my lord.
Contact Lieutenant Mira. Her unit is establishing a bastion in Hab Center Andres, and your support craft now have a viable approach from orbit.
What of the Colonel and his staff?
They did not survive.
Here we are, my lord.
My thanks, Corporal.
I can't go in there. How's it going? Oh, you know, Justin was probably assuming this, but they're all in Cadia pattern armor, since the Imperial Guard can basically dress however the fuck their commanding officers want them to.
Oi, keep that muzzle clean, guardsman.
There's a skull there. Is it real? It is! I thought I was gonna, like, say something to them. Inquisitor Drogon 1 of 5 collected. Inquisitor report.
Encoded transmission from Inquisitor Drogon to Inquisitor Lord Sharp. As we'd hoped, my lord, Forge World Graia is an ideal location to focus on my work. Though helpful, the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus are forever curious. Interest can easily turn to interference. I will be cautious about involving them in my experiments, at least for now.
What fuckery is the Inquisition up to this time? Well, I guess we could use some more ammo for that. Or maybe not. I think it's full. Yeah, he didn't even reach out to touch it. Guardsman. Now that's a hallway. God damn. All these columns and pillars. Reach the Titan Manufactorum.
At last. A place the Orks have not stained.
For now. I doubt even dropping that cannon on them will convince Orks to back away.
Lair of
Indeed.
Giants.
We must find this Inquisitor and the Titan Invictus.
Oh, those are... Oh, those are turrets. I didn't even see the dual miniguns attached to it. Well, I guess Space Marines have been known to fall.
Be not concerned with events beyond these walls. Work, focus, meet your quota. Increased productivity gains high favor from the machine gods.
I like how bored that voice sounds. Alright, I will push the activate button. It was an elevator. I didn't realize that. Pour one out out for Brother Power Wash. What was implied would have to take a,
Titan Invictus seems undamaged at least.
Titan Invictus seems unused, you mean? Is this invasion not enough to bring out the War Titans?
It takes hundreds to get a War Titan operational, Sergeant. Without them, it sits idle.
I mean, I didn't think they were going to let me drive it, but still disappointing. God damn. Barrels of its weapons are probably big enough for me to stand fully upright in. Oh, I love the giant fucking scroll hanging down from its weapon. Wait, where are we going? It is there, okay. There's nowhere on the other side, it looks like. Perhaps ammo? No. Actually, let me take a look at something. Oh no, this one has two eyes. It seemed to me that the head on the right has often been drawn without a dot for an eye. I don't even know why the Imperium has a two-headed eagle as its logo. Remember, we are talking about something that has, like, tens of thousands of years of in-universe history. And, you know, they've been making lore in the real world since, like, the 80s, so... Probably holds some kind
Captain, this is an auger station. I can scan for the Inquisitor's life signs.
Access authorized.
There. A lone human.
Identity confirmed. Drogon. Ordo Xenos.
Oh, that's a relief.
He's in this wing of the Manufactorum.
I read alien signals throughout the facility, and a large number converging on the Inquisitor's location.
Reach Inquisitor Drogon. Honestly, that was a relief that he was part of the Ordo Xenos, the ones who hunt aliens, because I was really afraid that there was an Inquisitor here because there was heresy here. That's a whole other fucking can of worms. Like Dawn of War I was mentioning, I liked to play as the Imperial Guard. And upon first sighting of a chaos unit in a level, you'll hear one of the guardsmen go, "Oh no, not them!" Like they are the worst of all humanity's enemies.
Section 449 is understaffed by 100%. Please rectify.
Do you think it knows it's talking to no one? Let's grab this skull. Achievement unlocked. Lexicanum. Collect 10 servo skulls. Even see whose it was. Work shift log. Audio log work shift 465.
The Orks have reached the Western Territories. That's close, Caleb.
Not when all the planetary defenses and the Skitarii stand between us and them.
First you don't believe there's an invasion, and now you're not worried about it at all.
Lilith, we have a far better chance of being killed on the assembly line than by a faraway Ork.
Workers, take your stations. Be productive. Be dutiful.
It cuts off there. I guess I didn't think about that. If there's a massive Mechanicus presence here, there has to be a presence of Skitarii. I was kind of under the impression they were, well, also superhumanly badass, just in a very different way. Given that they've replaced like 80% of their bodies with tech. don't remember what they're called, but I understand there's one orc clan that is ostracized by all the other orc clans because they use human-like tactics.
Do not abandon your
So instead of
work.
just recklessly charging into battle for the thrill of blood, they use like hit-and-run ambush techniques and, you know, lie in wait and do things other than running directly at the enemy with a chopper. Or, you know, picking off at them from a distance, medium distance with a shooter. Orcs disdain long-range weaponry because there's no chance for, I got all turned around, didn't I? Because there's no chance for a, what do you call it? For melee combat in, when you're engaging at very long range. Which is why the Imperium has almost a sick joke, where if the Imperium needs to take out a human citizen who is a problem for them for some reason, the official cause of death will be orc snipers, something that does not exist. It's like shorthand code for that, for the people who know. Among the other things they have manifested into belief with the, passive psychic abilities are the orcs' fixations on certain colors. I think it's red makes things go faster. I don't remember what black and white means, just that it's very popular with the orcs, especially in checker patterns.
Leandros, can you use this panel to contact our other forces?
Not directly, but I can boost Vox range.
Do it.
Access authorized. Ultramarines chapter.
What?
Here, Captain.
Ultramarines, this is Captain Titus. Are you receiving?
Captain, this is Sergeant Midas. Squad Solidus is on the ground and making for our objective.
New orders, Midas. We are at Manufactorum Ajakis and have located the Titan Invictus. I need Solinus to come secure the Invictus while I divert to a priority alarm.
On our way, Captain. Midas out.
Well, I guess that solves that problem. That's a big cog. Fuck. Orcs also believe that purple makes you stealthy. And if you don't believe that, consider. Have you ever seen a purple orc? Exactly. What's over here? Nothing. I can't open that door. Never mind. I'd end up going back to that point. Timer's almost out. Oh, Gretchen. I am not going to use the stalker bullets on the Gretchen when I only have 50 of them.
The orcs are in the pipes.
Oh, where are they going? Oh, it's the bomb. Wasn't it? Catching on. It is beneath my dignity to squat repeatedly over your body, but I am thinking about it. There's no crouching in this game. I am a battering ram, not a stealthy ninja. like a fist with a pair of legs. Well, except if that was true, I'd be an Imperial fist. Aha! Inquisitor Drogon, 2 out of 5. Ooh, red-hot ingots. Inquisitor report. Encrypted report, Inquisitor Drogon.
Transmission to Inquisitor Lord Sharp. My lord, the research facility is operational ahead of schedule, thanks to the tech priests. I've already begun my work to create a stable energy matrix. Harnessing these unorthodox energies is proving more promising than I could have dreamed.
Well, I don't like anything about that. Well, that was the timer for the end of the session, so let me see if there's anything else I wanted to read in here. Oh, shout out to Elthwar, who says, the man who the Orks regard as unkillable isn't a space marine. He is an Imperial Guard commissar named Sebastian Yarrick. Him I've heard of. There is an actual argument made by some fans that he is only still alive because the Orks believe he can't die, so the Yarrick that is active is basically a demon made by the Orks so that they will never be without the ultimate badass to fight against. I really like that. You know, there's rumors lately that Yarrick is dead and that he was killed by one of the demon Primarchs, Angron. But given that there hasn't been a massive wah of every orc in the galaxy going after the worshippers of Khorne, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Shout out to Justin Jones, who says, the Orks aren't strategically brilliant in the same way a gifted strategist is, but they rely on a sort of imprinted cunning that makes them extraordinarily dangerous if underestimated. That's why I'm making a point of trying not to do that, no matter how ridiculous they are. And okay, there was one more comment from Elthwar. Double shout out. Welcome. No, not that one. To be fair, I'm not sure the Orks knew that they could make a machine that could tunnel underground until they used it. My personal hypothesis is that while Orks can cheat massively by using their psychic powers to operate machinery, it is very momentum-based since it's a part of their wahs. So when they are on the offense and excited, they can get away with more, allowing them to build bigger and stronger guns and vehicles, but a demoralized and stagnant force starts losing their weapons and gear rapidly. That's an interesting thought. I'd never considered it that way. And shout out to Faye Otter, who says, I saw somewhere online that people want to go to the Warhammer 40K universe so they can kick Mega Turbo butt. Except people assume that they could become a Marine. They would probably be a factory worker who works 20 hours a day, every day, making one specific type of rivet before dying at the age of 22 from miner's lung or something. I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, it was noted at one point that the reason they don't turn the greatest heroes of the Imperial Guard into Space Marines is because there's only a 10% chance of a adult human surviving the uplift procedure. So, you know, if it worked, he would be automatically just be amazing because he was already great when he was a mere human. But there's only a 1 in 10 chance of that happening, and the other 9 in 10 chance is that he'll... The other 9 in 10 chance is that, well, he'll die, and then you'll have one less Imperial Guard hero. So, you know, it's probably much more resource-friendly, let's say, for the heroes of the Guard to stay right where they are and continue being awesome guardsmen. Having said that, I'm BurningDogFace, and I will see you on the next episode of Let's Play Warhammer 40K Space Marine. We press on through the Manufactorum. What are we doing? Reach Inquisitor Drogon, and maybe get some answers on what the fuck he was up to on this planet. Why it's giving me such a bad feeling. Till then, have yourselves a great day, Burning Dog fans. Later!